Coming up on the Sports Desk, it's a Torrance showdown on the gridiron. Tartars versus Saxons.
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And yes, the Warriors finally got to feel the Friday Night Lights love. We've got ECC football and volleyball, plus more Torrance area matchups in V-Ball. Torrance, north, south, we take you there. Track and field goes league. Can the Lady Knights tennis team call themselves champs again? They hope so. Crashing a West Boys water polo practice, and more with the West High softball team hustling in the offseason. We've got the who, what, where, when, why, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins, bringing you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. Before we get to the good stuff, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. Week 6 in football brought all the energy and then some, especially since we had a Pioneer League game between the Saxons and the Tartars going down. Let's just say North showed no mercy, as in 69-7 no mercy. And it was Torrance's homecoming game too. North is killing it right now. They are 1-0 in league and 5-1 overall, while Torrance is 0-1 in league and 0-6 overall. Justin Thompson has the game highlights.
Thanks, Leslie. It was a tale of two Torrance teams here tonight, with the Tartars falling to 0-6 on the season at the hands of North, who have now won 5 games in a row. The Saxons really turning their season around after losing their opener against San Pedro. We'll get the highlights from tonight's game going right now. And North meant business tonight. This 80-yard touchdown run from Stephen Bradford Jr. on the first play from scrimmage gave the Saxons a quick 7-0 lead. Torrance would then fumble deep in their own territory to give the ball back to North, and freshman quarterback Trevor Lagarde lofts a nice throw right over the defender for the walk-in touchdown. Another touchdown pass here from Trevor Lagarde to end the first quarter and extend the lead to 21 points. On to the second quarter we go, where the Saxons block a punt, and Chase Davis is there to fall on it for North and set the offense up with great field position. And yeah, that Trevor kid, he knows what to do with good field position. Another touchdown pass here for Lagarde on a night where he had 7, yes you heard me, 7 touchdown passes. After the game, we got his thoughts and his coach's thoughts on the standout performance.
It felt actually really good. I mean, you know, the record at North is 7. So if I would have threw one more, I would have broke it. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, we're just going to keep on moving up and just keep on getting better by week.
He did a really nice job. He gets excited at times, and he's really hard on himself, but he's completely into the game, and he managed things nicely, threw balls in the red zone really accurately, had a nice night.
So back to the game, North up 28-0, and the defense forces another fumble to again set the Saxons up with prime field position. And once again, Lagarde finding his target in the back of the end zone to make it a 35-0 game, and you're starting to get the sense of how this one went. North would continue to pour it on from there and ended up winning by a final score of 69-7. A one-sided affair for Torrance High's homecoming game.
Well, we kind of just were prepared all week. The coaches, you know, setting up a good game plan. Everybody studying film, and, you know, they preach it in practice. Just everybody do your job. You're going to see it on Friday. Everybody do your job. And that's just what happened tonight. We just came out here, and, you know, the coaches had a good game plan. So, you know, we did what we need to do.
And I saw a lot of stuff we could use later on in the season. You know, I saw the guys who haven't got really much PT. I saw them get on the field and see what we have. And, you know, we know what we can do now.
We came excited and ready to play, and I think that showed right from the get-go. We're trying to just work on us and get better each week, and you know, we had the bye, so we had plenty of time to rest and recover and be excited for tonight.
Across town, our Warriors landed their very first victory of the season, and they earned it in strong fashion, beating Morningside 43-0, putting them at 1-0 in league and 1-5 overall. Melanie Jacone has more.
That's right, Leslie. They did it. After going 0-5 on the season, the West High Warriors got their first win tonight against Morningside, 43-0. Here are some highlights for you guys at home. A slow start to the first quarter, but the Warriors were able to convert on this direct snap to Zarek Reamer for a touchdown, 7-0 West after 1. In the second quarter, a pick six by West's Nathan Meyer, and the Warriors lead the Monarchs 21-0 at the half. Into the third quarter we go, and it's Zarek Reamer again, this time a 58-yard run for his third touchdown of the night, extending the Warriors' lead to 35. Then in the fourth, Morningside's last possession, trying to convert, but a bad snap to the Monarchs quarterback Ricardo Espinoza results in a safety. And the Warriors run away with the victory over Morningside 43-0.
It's always good to win, right? We've been struggling and banged up a little bit, had a lot of guys injured, so it's good to have a victory. I think we've been playing pretty hard. I think our defense did a better job tonight. They weren't quite the team that we've been playing. I mean, to be frank with you, I mean they're struggling a little bit themselves. Morningside, they got some good players. They try hard and they play really hard, but we did what we had to do. We had to control some of their athletes. Xerxes is a real special player. I mean, he might be the smallest guy on the field, but he might be the toughest guy on the field. He is quick and he is fast, and when we spring him, he makes big plays for us, and he's kept us in a lot of games. He really is a big part of our glue. He keeps us together.
Today our tempo was working really well. We got off the ball, and the defense, they just couldn't stop it. I'm so thankful for my line. They do the best they can, and I'm so thankful for that. All right, so this is Matt Salazar. This is Ryan Stout. This is Andrew Ortiz. This is Jeremy Schaefer, and this is Eric Kelso. They blocked their butts off for me. They blocked their butts off for me, and I got to give them celebration for that.
I feel like we did better than what I thought we were going to do. We just came out and played the best that we could. Just fought for the ball. Coach called some plays, like blitzes, just here and there, that really got the offense off-centered, and we just tackled them behind the line. On my pick six, I was guarding the outside defender, and I saw the ball thrown to the inside defender, so I cut in and caught the ball, and just instinct took care of the rest. Felt really good. Felt life-changing to me. I feel like we just have to practice harder and remember the win and how it felt throughout the week, and try and push that forward to next Friday. I'm proud of what my teammates did today.
South, on the other hand, couldn't seal the deal against Inglewood on the road, falling 56-28. They are now 0-1 in league, 3-3 overall. Also away, Bishop Montgomery fell to Saddleback Valley Christian 34-28 in OT, leaving them at 0-6 overall. Well, it was a truly remarkable away game for the Elko Warriors. ECC trailed by double digits with a quarter and a half left in regulation and wound up coming home with a 48-28 blowout victory at Griffin Field. That right there is Noah Scobus's first collegiate touchdown. Elko, now 4-1, wrapped up non-conference play by scoring 34 unanswered points in the final 23 minutes of action against the Raiders, again making it 48-28. The team has a bye next week. Okay, coming up on the volleyball courts with Torrance, North, South, and Elko. Taking on track and field, the Knights want that CIF tennis title again. Behind the scenes with West Boys Water Polo Squad, plus the Warriors softball team never quits. But you knew that. Stay tuned.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. Bishop Montgomery girls tennis won the CIF Southern Section Division IV title last year. Coached by Angel Quimson, the Knights went unbeaten 19-love in 2018, winning their 13th Delray League title, and they want to do it again. We stopped by the courts recently to see the Lady Knights play Santa Monica, where they won 18-love. So yeah, so far, so good.
We just came off a CIF win last year. We won our division, and this year we're just trying to bring it back. Just staying calm. I had to stay calm, and my forehand's really good right now, so trying to stay on that.
Our first couple matches were non-league, so we played a lot more difficult matches. So now going into our league, we're feeling very comfortable because the level is sort of more close to our normal comfort level, so I think we're doing pretty good. I'm making sure that they feel like unified as one team. That's why we stretch together, we run together, we do team bonding, we talk on the bus, those sort of things. It's important to me that we have each other's backs. They are really good at communicating, especially in doubles. They're really good at letting each other know how they want to play the point and what they really want to finish the point with. I think we have to work on running endurance. People get pretty tired after their second set because tennis is a very long game and you have to be standing and running for a lot of it, so endurance. We're doing really well and we've won all of our league matches so far, so I'm feeling confident.
My team captain is a junior right now and is playing good. He's the most improved player on my team. We have the number 1 and number 2 singles are really good, and number 3 and also number 1 doubles, so that's our strength. So far we're ahead like 4-0, 4-0, so I hope we can go all the way for the league champion.
Girls volleyball is having its moment as our Torrance area schools are showing up strong at each and every game. Here are some scores for you. West visited Morningside and got the dub 3-0. Then the Warriors had Inglewood over at their house and crushed them as well, 3-0. West is currently 12-8 overall, 6-1 in league. Recently, we were there as the Tartars, who are now 8-8 overall and 4-2 in league, took on the Saxons, and when they took on the Spartans a couple of days later. Cameron Stelly has the rundown.
Tuesday night, Torrance High Volleyball visited North High and completely dominated the Saxons. The Tartars shut out the Saxons, winning all 3 sets. Torrance head coach Miranda Armijo says their serving was key in order to get the Saxons out of place. Here's what Torrance players and coach had to say about tonight's victory.
Okay, so we placed the ball smart, like when we're hitting or tipping. That was the best thing we've done, I guess. I mean, usually we have trouble with that, and we worked on that a lot tonight.
I think the thing we did well was bounce back. Usually we dig ourselves deeper into the hole, but today I think we were able to readjust quicker.
We're a growing team. We're really young. Half of my starters are sophomores, so it's a process. We're growing. We're starting from the bottom.
A few days later, Torrance took on South at home. It was pink night tonight at Torrance High, and the second time they faced South this season. Despite the high energy and the large crowd, South was able to remain focused and come away with another win against Torrance. The Tartars shut out the Saxons Tuesday night, but couldn't do the same against the Spartans. South High's rhythm and energy was on point. The Spartans took control early in all 3 sets, which allowed them to get the sweep. Take a listen to what the players and coach thought about tonight's performance.
I liked set 2 because we did a really good job of siding out and then going on runs. We talked about not letting the other team go on runs, and we like to go on runs. And we had like a 7-point run, a 5-point run, a 4-point run, and those things help extend the game and make it look easy.
Pink night, just another night for them. I mean, they celebrate breast cancer awareness, and we still want to go out, do our job, don't let up. It's still a game, so we got to take it seriously. And I think that's what we did, and we got the job done.
So after we lost one of the sets in the first game, we decided to work even harder in practices for this game, and we really wanted to take that 3-0 sweep. So in practices, we were going hard every day, no matter how sore, how tired. We kept the mental strength that we had to work hard, and it really paid off today, and we were so happy about it.
Over at El Camino, the girls volleyball team remained undefeated in conference play with a 3-1 victory over Mount San Antonio at home. Michaela Clark recorded another double-double for Elko as she went for 17 kills and 11 digs. Caitlin Donatucci dished out 38 assists. Jania Goods and Jocelyn LaCroix each had 8 kills, while Kelly Donatucci had 16 digs to lead the defense. ECC is now 3-0 in conference play, 8-4 overall. More strong numbers from ECC's men's cross-country team. The team is currently ranked number 5 in the state, number 4 in SoCal. That's from the official state community college rankings. Keep up the great work, boys. As for track and field in our high schools, we had cameras at a recent league meet that went down at Wilson Park. Justin Thompson has the highlights.
The Pioneer League recently had its first cross-country meet, and the main event was the varsity men's and women's 3.2-mile run. 28 runners from North, West, South, and Torrance High faced off in the events, hoping to bring home individual and team accolades. And at this meet, the Torrance Tartars were the big winners. Senior Angela Ariano placed first, running 3.2 miles in 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Here's Angela talking about her big win.
It feels really good. I was kind of hoping to be up with the top girls, and I was a little nervous because it did feel really hard, but in the end it was really good, and it feels good to come in first.
On the men's side, Torrance High sophomore Daniel Durantes beat out two seniors by just 2 seconds to claim first place with a time of 17 minutes and 19 seconds.
A lot of it was just staying focused, listening to my coach's directions, hearing out what he had planned out, and following through with that. And then it was also my teammates. I knew they were right beside me. I knew I had to push for them, and I couldn't have done it without them in a sense.
In addition to the individual success, Torrance High also won as a team, with at least 4 of their runners placing in the top 10 of both events. Here's the Tartars cross-country coach talking about his team's massive success in this meet.
Today's race I thought went real well. We came out, hoping to get top 2, and I thought we executed. We had a race plan, and I thought the boys and girls did a great job executing that race plan for sure. We worked real hard. We in the summer we worked. We went up to Mammoth. We were there for a week. We've been working every day since June, and I think that work is paying off. We're both our teams are right in there in the top 10 in CIF, and we just want to keep working and getting better. There's a lot of work ahead of us, and we have team goals and individual goals, and hopefully they'll keep working hard to achieve those goals.
Okay, coming up, crashing a practice with the West boys water polo team at the Torrance Aquatic Center. Plus, the West High softball team takes no breaks. Stay tuned.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. The sport of water polo is shining bright in the South Bay. So what better time to go behind the scenes at a practice with the West Boys Water Polo Squad? Melanie Chacon joined them at the Torrance Aquatic Center.
Thanks, Lesley. We're here at the Torrance Aquatic Center today to catch up with the West High boys varsity water polo team. We're going to talk with the head coach and a couple of the players about how their season's been going so far, what they're working on, and what they've got to look forward to.
Our season's going well. We had a slow start. It's always fun working with a young team just because they haven't had that much playing experience, and getting those first couple games in to kind of knock the cobwebs off is really nice. But we're starting to pick up some steam here, and we're starting to finally click and working on some great plays. And I think the season should go well. We're mostly working on passing. Passing seems to be our number one problem right now. We should be able to move the ball quickly and dry instead of making bad, wet passes consistently, and it's causing a lot of turnovers. We have a really high turnover rate right now. Luckily, we're fast enough to keep up with it, but it's not a game I really like playing, so we're working really trying to sharpen up our passing and how well and how fluid we move through the water. We have a pretty quick team this year that we're moving so much that we tend to be gunking up the middle a lot. But we're moving, so it's working to our advantages and our disadvantages. Like I said, with the movement, you need to have great ball control and great passing so that we can hit the open players when they move. It's just one of our positives that we're a fast team and we like to drive. We like to be on the offense, and we're really fast on our counterattack. So it's all working. It's all working for us. We just need to lock down those passes so that we can put the ball in the back of the goal. We got a lot of games coming up. These next 3 weekends are going to be jam-packed with tournaments. We got a tournament every single weekend, so that's really exciting. We should be able to do really well in it. It's fun because I was a player and I did play in the high school years, so I know what it's like, but you have to put that aside and, get them to work together. I honestly don't care if they hate me. I want them to pick something so that they can all group together and be as best they can in the pool. I'm not here to be their friend. I'm here to be their coach, and I want them to understand that. We can goof around, when it's outside of practice, but when we're here to practice because I want to accomplish things and I want to go pretty far with this team.
I feel like our season's been pretty good. Like last year I thought we were at our peak, but then this year it seems like everyone's stepped up and it's been better. We've been struggling with communication. So we've been trying to meet up as a team over the weekend and stuff to so we can become closer as a team. We've been doing a lot of swimming and conditioning, so I think we have enough strength to push through all the games that we're gonna have. So I think we're gonna manage it fine.
One of the things that I'm looking forward to is we have 14 games in the next 3 weeks. I just like playing a lot, so that's pretty nice. It's my last year water polo at West High, so that's pretty nice. And then I'm a little intimidated because we have some really good teams at the next couple tournaments. So, it's always a challenge to try to overcome them. We want to win league because we haven't lost league to the other Torrance teams so far, and to make it to CIF.
Staying with the Warriors, the softball team is all about putting their off-season hard work on display, and I am here to show it off even more. Here's some circuit training, if you will, in the school parking lot. It can't hurt one bit, right? Well, maybe a little. That tire is massive. And lastly, in MLB news, as I sit here and film this show, our beloved LA Dodgers are fighting in the playoffs, currently in the NLDS against the Washington Nationals, making another run for the World Series. Now, if anything, their almost annual postseason run should stand as inspiration for all of you student athletes out there. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Go Dodgers. And that is going to do it for this week's show. We will see you back here next week. In the meantime, here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Be sure to keep in touch and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the SportsDesk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.